Congratulations, you sold your first ceramic. You installed your first ceramic. What happens now? What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serrano's Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. On today's video is, what do you do after you sell a ceramic coating? I'm going to guide you, hopefully give you some tips on how you can handle that situation for future ceramic coating. So let's get all set up and we'll get started with this video. All right, guys, so it has been 1 week since we applied the ceramic coating. For this next phase, I love to see how the vehicle or the water behavior reacts. This is going to show me if the ceramic coating cured as well. You're going to see a quick clip of the how this vehicle looks now. It's really in really good shape. It's garage kept. It hasn't been washed. This is its first official wash. So let's hit it with some water just to see how this water reacts. Oh yes, look at that. Here is a little up close of the ceramic coating. Beautiful, look at that. So now that you've gone ahead and done a good rinse off of the vehicle, you kind of see exactly how your ceramic coating cured, right? This is the point of, now we go into our contact wash. When you apply a ceramic coating, always remember, you want to use pH neutral soaps, meaning just soaps that are balanced and will not strip or remove any waxes, sealants, ceramic coatings, right? They're not heavy soaps, they're neutral, right? And that's what you are always wanting to use when you're working on a ceramic coated vehicle. Even if you applied a wax or a sealant, a pH neutral soap is going to be your best way to truly upkeep and maintain those vehicles. For today's video, guys, obviously we're going to go with Armour Detail Supply Shampoo Plus. It's their high foaming shampoo, and we are gonna foam the vehicle nicely. We're gonna give it a nice foam all the way around, and we are gonna go into our contact wash. And now we go into our contact wash. And this paint is nice and slick. Applying a ceramic coating truly just makes your job faster. And you're probably wondering, like, hey Carlos, where's your bucket dolly? It's in the truck. I just didn't want to pull it out. Customer's a bit on a time crunch. So for that reason, I said, we're just gonna drag this sucker today. But very slick. That is one of the benefits that you're gonna get out of your ceramic coating. Is slickness as well as gloss. And I know my method of washing a vehicle may not be your way, and you'll see me flip this wash mitt over, and then we'll hit the other side. And I know some of you guys like to use multiple buckets and all that, but I tend to not do that. We throw it in. We have successfully washed the vehicle by hand or contact wash, right? We rinsed it off. We're now to the drying stage. Could be two ways I would do it. Option number one would be a spray sealant such as Armour's ceramic spray sealant SiO2 infused. This one is more of a spray dry off, or we could go with probably my most favorite one. I'm finally kind of going low on it, and that's by Drive Auto Appearance. That is his Beady Beads. That is a spray on, rinse off sealant. It'll last you up to good 5 months, maybe 6. I've gotten a good 5 months out of it. So for this route, I'm gonna go with the Drive Auto Appearance Beady Beads to apply to this vehicle. With these 2 ounces on a 32 ounce foam cannon, you should be able to get at least solid 4 cars out of it, to be honest. Ow! So the way I do Beady Beads is I will rinse the vehicle first, and then I will switch over to Beady Beads, foam it on from bottom to top. And then I'll switch it right back and rinse it off. I actually like to use Beady Beads because it'll give at least the glass some nice protection, some nice hydrophobic effects, so it'll all kind of equal out with the vehicle. I think this is the most important part, right? And this is just my point of view, how I can translate it over to you guys. Once you apply your ceramic coating, right, what should you do, right? I tend to always follow up with my customers on 1 week after, right? After you install your coating, depending on what coating you installed, curing time is usually about 24 hours, right? I tend to tell my customers, keep your vehicle in for at least a day, right? We all know that's not gonna happen. Customers are excited, they're gonna drive their car, right? So I tell my customers, keep your car at least in here for at least 6 hours. That way it stays out of the elements and it takes the curing process, right? Now, there are so many coatings that are so far advanced as far as curing, that it's really crazy how fast these coatings are now curing, right? So once you install your ceramic coating, go ahead and before the day you yourself with them, one day the following week left, I told the customers, hey, so I just want to set an appointment, a follow-up for next Tuesday at 10 a.m. This is going to give me an opportunity to see the ceramic coating, and this is truly kind of your sign-off, where you can sign off your work, right? As well, I tend to always just leave this day just one vehicle. I tend to not book any other appointments when I'm doing a follow-up, just because you never know if maybe something went wrong through the curing, some areas are not beading, you left high spots. So that is how you kind of make sure you take care of that customer that day you're here. So the follow-up day is truly for you to see the vehicle, work on the vehicle, clean it, make sure that everything feels correctly to you, right? And then obviously make sure that you're satisfied, right? You can even also tell the customers, hey, I want you to come out really quick. I want to show you guys how this is going to behave when you wash it. This pretend it's raining, right? You get to give them a demonstration of the product that they purchased, right? Again, this vehicle, this Tesla, has the Max Shine Max graphene, so you guys got to see a little bit of the water behavior. The gloss is insane. Everything checked off for me as far as what I was wanting the ceramic coating to do. I see no high spots on this vehicle, so that is good as well, right? Now, for the products, again, we use Armour Detail Supply, which you can catch these at the House of Rags, which shout out to Eddie and Jamie. They sent me a couple of the products from them. So thank you so much, guys. So if you're wanting some Armour Detail Supply, go out there and support the House of Rags. They carry pretty much, I think, the whole line of the Armour Detail Supply. This is going to be your pH neutral soap. When you are ceramic coating, it is very important that you tell your customers, hey, just know that now that it's ceramic coated, I highly recommend you use pH neutral soaps, right? This is going to balance the ceramic coating. This is going to keep the ceramic coating in check, right? It's going to keep this ceramic coating really, we're prolonging the durability, right? Now, yes, the coatings are chemical resistant to some extent, right? So, you know, but we want to make sure we really tell customers you need pH neutral soap to wash your vehicle, right? Once you do your contact wash, obviously we can go into the toppers. When it comes to toppers, there's a lot of opinions on it. I'm going to give you mine. I believe that when a customer buys a ceramic coating, toppers should not be used every time. I think I've seen some detailers that they literally put a topper every time that they come and see the vehicles. As for me, I don't like to do that because I feel like I really want to give the ceramic coating the ultimate opportunity to truly work, right? That's what they're paying for. Customers are paying for a ceramic coating, the durability and all of that, right? A topper I usually apply in the beginning. On the first initial wash I will put a topper and that's it. I won't apply a topper till probably 6 months down the road. Obviously, these customers are going to be taking care of their vehicle most likely because they wash their own vehicles. But should they decide like, hey, Carlos, you know what, I want to go ahead and enter your maintenance plan, then at that point, obviously, I take care of that. This is how we also keep the warranty on your vehicle, on your ceramic coatings, by seeing these cars, right? Which I'll talk to you guys into that as well. So applying a topper such as, this is Armour's Detail Supply. This is their ceramic spray sealant. This is their SiO2 infused. This is what we would recommend for you to use on your ceramic coating, right? Because it has that SiO2 in it, and it's going to really give this vehicle the gloss, the protection. It's going to keep those beads real tight, right? So this is what I would recommend. If you're one of those that I really don't want to be spraying and you want to do a more of a foam on rinse off style of topper, then you can get yourselves beady beads by Drive Auto Appearance. You guys have seen me use this in multiple scenarios, multiple vehicles. I love the way that it performs, right? Obviously, the pros are, obviously, you're going to get amazing slickness once it dries up. You're going to get gloss. You're also going to get very amazing hydrophobic effects, so a lot of beading. And you can also use this as a standalone product if you want, right? Obviously, you do your decon, your clay, and then you apply your beady beads, and you'll get a solid like 4 months out of this product. 5 months at max, right? But you can definitely use this as a topper. The cons of this product is, yes, depending on the heat, the humidity, this is gonna work differently. It's gonna react differently, right? That is why I highly urge you to, if you're gonna be using a product such as that, I highly recommend you go out there and get you something like this with a double lance, or I don't know what this is called. This is from MaxShine. I'll post a link to this one as well. That way you can, it pairs nicely with the MaxShine foam cannon, right? Depending on the foam cannon you have, this might not work, right? So, but this is why I love using something like this for beady beads, because one, I get to foam on the vehicle. As soon as I finish, I'll just flip the switch and we will rinse it off, right? Keeping it from staining your glass, your plastics, your paint. But again, when we're saying staining, is just like a, you guys know the kind of staining I'm talking about, but it can wipe off, right? Don't panic. All you need is just get you your quick detailer or like your SiO2 spray, and just wipe it off. It's gonna come off, right? But temperature dependent is gonna react differently, right? Because the panels are hot, right? This happens with Geon Wet Coat. When I use it, I sprayed it, let it sit for a little bit, and it stained, right? So yeah, those are the cons to it. But I believe it has more benefits than cons. So that is what I would recommend, right? As far as the maintenance, right? Now that it's coated, instead of washing it every week, I say wash it at least twice a week, or maybe once a month, right? Or every 3 weeks. Now I don't recommend you to wash your car every week. It's good, but now that it's coated, give the coating, just give it its benefits, right? And lastly, right, we're going to talk about warranties. How do you sell your warranties to your customers? Very simple. Once I install the ceramic coating, as long as I see the vehicle on a maintenance plan, or I see this vehicle once a year, then the warranty is valid. As long as they are using the correct products and all of that, the warranty is valid. Today, obviously, we went ahead and did our service on it, and I give all my new customers that get a ceramic coating with me, they all have this window hanger, mirror hanger, that pretty much just says, do not wash, vehicle is protected by Serrano's Mobile. In the back of it, we do have date slots, right? That is very crucial. It's very important. As you guys see here, I put 10/1/24, which is today, and I also put its first maintenance wash, right? This is very important because, one, should the customer take it, let's just say to Tesla, and they decide to wash it, right, and they freaking scratch it up, mess up the coating, then guess what? They have proof that this vehicle has been serviced. There's dates in the back, right? This is why it's very important to have something like this. This I made literally on canvas. I paid like 200 bucks for 200. So they were $1 each, and you get to just kind of create it like this. But you can definitely create something like this. This is very important because now they get to just put that on their mirror when they take it to get service, and it just protects their vehicle from getting scratched up, right? Should anything happen to it, guess what? The information is right here. Who has been servicing it, who did it, all my information is there. It'll have dates, right? So should I say, hey, you know what, if you want to enter my maintenance plan, let's do it once a month, right? It's 150. I'm gonna vacuum it, I'm gonna clean the windows, wipe your door panels, obviously the exterior gets washed, your wheels and your tires, and I make sure that your vehicle looks top shape every time throughout these next 3 years, right? At $150, I think it's a very fair price. That's pretty much my sauce package, but you can also kind of see the day that you come and look at the vehicles, you can kind of see if these customers do take care of their vehicle, if they don't, right? If you see that, man, I don't know, these customers are going to take care of it, you can up the price. Just say, hey, once a month, $200, right? And then I'm just going to come in. Literally, this should take you now less than an hour. I'll say 45 minutes max. Now that if we add the vacuuming and all of that with one person, I'll say about maybe an hour feels very fair. And that's including the interior getting vacuumed and the exterior, right? And every time I come, me as a detailer, I get to see the ceramic coating. I get to, if I see something failing, guess what? It is my job as a detailer, as the installer, to make sure I take care of it, right? That is one of the reasons why we charge what we charge when it comes to ceramic coatings, right? Me as an installer, I want to make sure my customers are satisfied. My customers are never upset with what they purchase. They see the value, right? Because I'm going to take care of it, right? And when they're in your maintenance plans, you get to give them all those benefits, you know, because they already paid a highly ceramic coating, right? Obviously, this was part of my ceramic sale, my September sale that I extended through September. This ceramic coating was a paint enhancement with a 3-year ceramic coating for only $600. So that was a steal. And shout out to these customers that gave me an opportunity. This Tesla looks amazing. So I hope this video kind of helped you guys out. Now that you've sold the ceramic coating, now it's time to kind of build that lasting relationship with your customers. And how do you do that? Trying these methods here, right? So I hope this video kind of helped you guys out. Thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, God bless you, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.